Fox News host Sean Hannity was less than impressed with House Republicans not being able to choose a speaker. In fact, on Tuesday night's program, he warned that Republicans were in danger of becoming a clown show. Well, let me tell you, they're not in danger of becoming a clown show. They are, but nonetheless, here's the video.
Congress and House Republicans now are on the verge of becoming a total clown show if they're not careful. But despite the cheering and elation from Democrats and the mob and the media, it's not a dire situation yet. Now, here's where we are. At this hour, a contentious battle for Speaker is underway. After falling short of the 218 votes needed, leader Kevin McCarthy is now in the political fight of his career as a small but seemingly determined group of lawmakers now stand in the way. Many of them are pushing for Congressman Jim Jordan to be the next Speaker of the House, but Jim Jordan is already supporting Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, oh, no, we're just going to vote for Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Keep it away from me. Okay, I really don't want any more attention than I already have, for that whole covering up sex crimes at OSU thing. Yeah. And so that was on Tuesday. That was after the first couple rounds of voting. It's Wednesday. McCarthy has lost his fifth, probably his sixth round by now. They're not on the verge of a clown show. They are a clown show, and they've been a clown show for a very long time. Okay? And so, all right. Now, Hannity, of course, went on to say that they should confirm McCarthy because he'll do all these weirdo investigations of Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's butt crack, something like that. All right. So they've got this entire agenda laid out of doing, nonstop investigations. I'm sure they'll throw Benghazi in there at some point while they try to, vote, do these show votes like, I don't know, getting rid of Social Security and Medicare, things like that. That's their agenda. But here's the thing. The reason that these Republicans are not doing this, they're not confirming McCarthy, generally is because they want more for themselves. They want the special committee assignments. They want that stuff. Oh, and by the way, they want somebody who's even more extreme when it comes to going after Democrats, which, again, Kevin McCarthy's already got this, all of these sham investigations. I'm sure, though, that they want Biden impeached for some reason. Okay. Sure. Okay. Now, that said, Sean Hannity is not alone in his criticism. In fact, I've got some other Fox hosts lined up. Take a look.
It was a disaster for the Republicans. Just a simple disaster. So let's start with the disaster. Okay. One last real
I'm
fast.
hopeful, Stuart. I'm hopeful. We have to come together.
Yeah, because if you don't, it's utter chaos, and the Republican Party has been shamed.
Do the 202 win or do the 20 win? And in a free society, you cannot, just as you can't give in to terrorists and you can't give in to hostage takers, you can't allow them to take the conference hostage and win.
We go from, oh, what a disaster, to we can't negotiate with terrorists. I love it. And right in the middle is Ronna McDaniel being like, I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. Stuart, stop it. Please stop. Please stop now. And by the way, she stuck that entire interview. She stuck right to her talking points of, I'm going to pivot over to the Democrats because everything is really, really bad. Look at the Democrats, they're bad. Stuart Varney's like, no, this is insane. This is a complete and utter disaster. What are you doing? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so good. Let them fight. Let them fight. Rip each other apart. I will be here with the popcorn. We all will be. But, I think it's really funny, though, looking at the battle lines. There are some interesting battle lines here. Marjorie Taylor Greene is on the side of Kevin McCarthy. Donald Trump is on the side of Kevin McCarthy, along with most of the Republicans I mean, you have the Republican establishment that is backing Kevin McCarthy, and yet you've got Marjorie Greene, who claims to be going after the rhinos. Well, we know it's because Kevin McCarthy promised Marjorie Greene her committee assignments back. That's it. I mean, he's dangled that in front of her like you would like a cat with your set of keys. Here you go, play with this. It's dangling and shiny. But then, on the other side, of course, you've got Lauren Boebert. You have Matt Gaetz. You have Scott Peters, Andy Biggs, Paul Gosar, Chip Roy. A lot of the ones who didn't, vote to certify the 2020 election. They're on the other side of Donald Trump, who came out very strong for McCarthy. Let's take the win. Support McCarthy. Look, as I said before, when it comes down to it, it's about these people trying to grab power for themselves. Of course. Of course. Now, that said, regardless of what Republican becomes a speaker, and eventually they're going to have to do something, that speaker is still going to be launching BS political investigations. Because what else are they going to do? They're going to introduce dumb legislation and then do sham investigations because they don't have power outside of the House of Representatives. They have the Senate and they have the White House, or they don't have the Senate or the White House. The Democrats have it. But like I keep saying before, when Republicans fight each other and rip each other's faces off, well, that's good for the rest of us. So, sit back and let them fight. Let them fight.